Aloha. Assalamu alaikum, Boke. You welcome back to the Jollof Football Bantaba YouTube channel, the home of Gambian football. It's your boy again, Chama, guys, and this is the weekend recap. We saw in the last couple of weeks there was the international break, of course, and unfortunately it didn't go to plan for the Gambia Scorpions, but hopefully we will rectify that over the upcoming qualifiers. But nonetheless, players were back to club action this week, and they went straight in banging them goals. We see Musa on Friday. He scored another one for Altawun. Abdoulie Ceesay, he just continued where he left off before the international break, banging them goals again. ABD Jata likewise scoring another goal for North County, while Fofana was also in the goals. Zakaria Sawo also got himself a goal. Alassana Mane continued, to create chances, create assists. He created another assist for his club OB against AC Hussein. So yeah, Gambian players were doing well again. They were back into their club games, and they were doing well again. So we are here to discuss that with you guys, just like we always do. So if you are new around here, if you are new around the Jollof Football Bandaba, please consider subscribing to the channel. And if you enjoy what we do, please give us a like, guys. Without wasting much of your time, guys, let's get into the video. Of course, we gotta start in Estonia. Abdoulie Ceesay banged in 4 goals for Paide in their 7-2 win against Musa Ceesay's Nome. It was a big score, 7 goals. And yeah, it's not a surprise that to see that Abdoulie Ceesay was scored 4 goals in that one, because this is what he does right nowadays, scoring a lot of goals. Of course, this is his first professional hat-trick in his career, which, so kudos to him, big up to him. But it was just a matter of time when this hat-trick was coming for him, because yeah, this boy, whatever he touches turns to goals. And that's why I was disappointed in a way that I did not see him play during the international break. He has been the striker in form. So if you need goals, I think it's better to turn to Abdoulie Ceesay right now, because yeah, anything he touches turns to goal. And you know strikers, they breed in confidence. Confidence is everything for a striker. If they have that confidence, like, they can score goal anytime. So that's why I was disappointed I did not see him during the 2 games. Of course, that was his first call up, and he's a young boy, and maybe the coach don't want to just throw him in there, which is understandable. But with the form he is on right now, I think it will have make sense to give him at least some few minutes, because whatever this boy touches now turns to goal, and that was exactly what happened this weekend when he returned to club football. Within the first half, he scored a first half hat-trick. It took him just 42 minutes to complete his first professional hat-trick. The game ended 7-2. It could have even come even fast earlier than that, because Paide were leading 2-0. He scored the first 2 goals within the first 10 minutes of play. And then Paide were leading 2-0. They got a penalty around the 26th minute mark. He wanted to take the penalty, but of course, it is not his decision. Maybe the coach has his choice already. Who's gonna be the penalty taker in that game? And unfortunately, he did not take the penalty. But yeah, the one who took the penalty, that his name is Crystal. So I had to go and check that why Abdoulie Ceesay could not take the penalty. He's a young boy from Estonia, 16-year-old boy, took that penalty, by the way. Because yeah, when I was talking to my brother Buba, he thought that the penalty taker was the original penalty taker in the teams. But I don't think a 16-year-old is like an original penalty taker. I just think they wanted to give confidence to the kid. That's why. But he's a very good kid. I saw the hat-trick, the pass he passed to Abdoulie Ceesay to score his hat-trick. The way he created that chance, I say, okay, this 16-year-old, he's a special player. And I think he's a special player for Estonia. That's why, it's an Estonian team at the end of the day, so that's why Abdoulie did not take the penalty. But I was disappointed that he did not take that penalty, to be honest, because I think if a player scores 2 goals on a hat-trick as early as the 26 minutes, you are leading 2-0, I think it only makes sense to give him the penalty to take it, especially if you don't have a dedicated penalty taker in that team. But yeah, but he did not need the penalty after all, because he scored his hat-trick in the 42nd minute, assisted by Christie, the young kid, the 16-year-old boy. And then, just 2 minutes, like 4 minutes into the second half, he banged in another one to make it 4. And then the coach took him off around the 56th minute. So he played 56 minutes. I'm sure if he stayed on the pitch, he would have got more goals. They ended up getting another penalty in the game. The kid took the penalty again, and then he missed the second penalty. Abdoulie Ceesay has been in absolutely exceptional form. He now has 10 goals and 3 assists over the 12 games that since he became a professional player. Isn't that mental? So he is creating a goal or an assist every 54 minutes of play. That is absolutely mental. Yes, it is in the Estonian league, but he has done it in the Europa Conference qualifiers as well. I always try to reference that. So against teams, in other leagues. So it's not like he's just doing what he's doing in the Estonian league. He's doing that against European clubs as well. Abdoulie, he's an exceptional talent, to be honest. If you go back to what he was doing just before he came to Paide, when he was at Real de Banjul, I think he scored a hat trick or he scored a couple of braces during the final few months in the league, helped Real de Banjul win the league. I have said that in the past couple of videos that I recorded. He's such a good player and very good in the box, to be honest. The goals he was scoring this weekend, they were all really good goals. He scored 2 headers and 2 goals with his right foot, and the position he took those goals, which is something you always look at as a striker, which position is the striker taking. But he's very good in the box. We know he can drop and play link up play. He does that sometimes and create chances by that, but when he needs to be in the box, he is in the box. The 4 goals he scored, everything found him in a very good position. And then, he finished them one time. Everything was a one-time finish. 4 goals, all of them were a one-time finish. There was no control. One-time finish every single time. So, yeah, the sky is the limit for him. Like I say, Real de Banjul are smiling. Real de Banjul owner, Uncle Willie, I know he's smiling right now because the fact that they only send him to Paide on loan instead of selling him to Paide. So that means now, with the value of the player going up, the beneficiaries will be Real de Banjul at the end of the day. The game ended 7-2. Steck was in goal for Paide. And in the opposition team, there was also Musa Ceesay, who had a very good GFF League season with Falcon, scoring a lot of goals. He was their top scorer. I think he was in the top 5 leading goal scorers in the GFF League. He went to Estonia as well with Nome. Last week also, just before the international break, he scored his 4th league goal for them. He was on the bench for this one, but he did came on in the second half and had an impact in the game. He won the first penalty for Nome because they scored 2 goals. It was 7-2. Both goals were penalties. He won the first penalty, and then Nome scored from it. Even though Steck did save the penalty initially, but VAR, he was off his line, so the penalty has to be retaken, and then it was scored. And they had a late penalty late in the game. They get another one. The game ended 7-2. Ceesay did not play the game. I think he's currently nursing an injury. That's why he was not available for them. I don't know the nature of his unavailability, but from what I understand, it's kind of he has a slight injury. Hopefully he'll be back soon. And then we move on to England. England too, we saw Notts County. They won 4-2. They are currently at the top of League 2. And Alassane Jata has started the season exceptionally well. He has been scoring goals for fun for Notts County. He missed the last 2 games for them due to protocols. That is the concussion protocol. He suffered from concussion a few games ago, and then he had to miss the last 2 games for them. So he returned this week, but he returned and he was put on the bench. But at halftime, they were losing. They went to an early, the opponents took an early 2-0 lead. 6 minutes, they were 2-0 up. That is Bromley. They were 2-0 up after 6 minutes. And then, Notts County did pull one back just before halftime. So the game was 2-1 at halftime. And then, the coach turns to Alassane Jata to come and win the game for them. And exactly that's what he did for them. Within 2 minutes when he came on, he assisted the equalizer for Notts County. And then just 10 minutes later, he was scoring the goals. Scored another goal. That gave them the 3-2 lead. The game ended 4-2 in favor of Notts County, which moved them to the top of League 2. So hopefully they can maintain that spot and gain that promotion. Alassane, like I said before, I think that he's too good for that league, and he's proving that every single week, like he is playing. That was his fourth goal in a row, that is scoring in 4 games consecutively. Job newspapers tip him to be the leading goal scorer of the league this season, and I'm not gonna dispute that. I think if I was a betting man, I would put my money on him winning the golden boot there, especially if he can stay fit. I know fitness has been sometimes his issue, but hopefully if he can stay fit, he's gonna win the golden boot in League 2, in my opinion. Elsewhere in England, you go to the Premier League. Our boy star boy Yanko Minte made his 4th Premier League start for Brighton. They drew, and Minte played about 68 minutes. He played about 68 minutes of the game, then he was taken off. It was a frustrating game for Brighton, to be honest, because they were playing Ipswich with the expectation to win Ipswich, because Ipswich have, I think they only had 1 point up until that point in the Premier League. So for them, it was a quite like a game that they were expecting to win, but Ipswich did frustrate them. Brighton dominated the game, created all the chances and all that, but they could not find the deadlock in the end. Minte did a decent job. He created the most chances in the game. Brighton are now currently in 6th place in the Premier League after 4 games. So 4 games, 4 unbeaten games for Yanko Minte in the Premier League. Brighton are still unbeaten in the league, 4 games, and Minte has started every single one of them. We are still waiting for that 4th goal in the Premier League, but it will come for sure, guys. Let's keep calm. That goal will come for sure. Elsewhere in England, Championship derby, they won 1-0 against Cardiff. That was an important game for Ibu Adams, because he left Cardiff for derby. He could not break through the Cardiff team. He never really got a spot in the Cardiff team. So he had the opportunity to show them what they were missing, and he put in a very good performance against them. They won the game 1-0. Yeah, he got one over them. It could have been 2, by the way, because that miss. But yeah, he got the win over them. That is 1. And then if he had scored that sitter in the end, it could have been 2 over them. But unfortunately, he missed that. He missed a big sitter. For context, the XG on that shot was 0.75. XG on that shot was 0.75. It is more than the XG of a penalty. Usually the XG on a penalty is 0.7, but Ibu Adams' shot was 0.75 and he missed it. I'm sure he want to erase that one on his list, but nonetheless he put in a very, very good performance. He won the most duels in the game. He won 10 duels, fought well for them in the middle, and they ended up winning the game 1-0 against Cardiff City. Jacob Mendy also returned for Wrexham. Unfortunately, they lost in League 1. He came on in the final 7 minutes of the game. Wrexham lost the game 3-1. Stockport County, they drew 1-1. Ibutre played the whole game of that one. Seydou Khan also made his debut for Tranmere Rovers, but unfortunately they lost 3-0. He came on for the final 30 minutes of play. In Saudi Arabia, Musa Barrow, back from the international break, back with a bang, scored another goal just before the international break. We remember that exceptional goal that he scored from long range. And then, he also scored during the international break for the Gambia, returned to his club and scored again. They won. Altawon won the game 2-0. So, yeah, Musa is in decent goal scoring form. That is his 3rd goal in the last 4 games. So he has scored in 3 of his last 4 games. Musa played played 85 minutes of the game, and he was named man of the match as well. Yeah, he has been in very, very good form. In Denmark, Horsens and Obi and Odense, they had a derby. That is a Gambian derby, because those 2 teams are teams that have a lot of Gambians in them. If you look at other Horsens, we have Coach Matan Boj, who we had in the space last time. You had, Sini Boj, the wife as well. She's working there, my sister. You have players like Alaji Sen. Unfortunately, there was no Gambian involved in the game. Alaji Sen is there, and Omar Jaju is there. The Gambians were not involved in Omar. Of course, Alaji Sen still nursing his injury. Omar is playing for the U team of AC Horsens. So there was no Gambian involved for AC Horsens, but at the audience we had Alassana Mane rather, and James Gomez. They both started the game. James played the whole game, and Alassana came off at around the 65 minutes. The game ended 2-2. The important is the game ended 2-2. So Horsens became the 4th team in the Danish first division to stop OB others from winning. That is the 9th game of the season. This is the first time OB has dropped points this season. They are still at the top of the table, but yeah, Horsens, I think they put up a great fight against the league leaders. Alassana Jata, Alassana Mane continue his form. He created another assist, guys. You have to excuse me. These names very similar. Sometimes I have to I miss them a little bit. Alassane created his 4th assist of the season. He's the top assister for his club. That's his audience this season. He has been in great form for them. But he only played about 60 minutes in the game, while James played the whole game. Vejle, they continue to struggle. They lost another one. That is their 8th loss of the season. They have played 8 games in the league, in Superliga, and they have lost all 8 games, which is not looking good for them. For our brothers, that is Hamza and Juara. They both started the game though, but they lost the game. Moving on to Latvia, RFS continue to dominate that league. Of course, Harna Rasidjai did play in that game. He came off the bench for them in the second half. In their 2-1 win. They are at the top of the league with 2 games in hand. I think it's just a matter of time. I think they in Latvia, RFS is just too good for the clubs there. But elsewhere in Latvia, Wally Fofana scored an exceptionally cheeky goal for his club BFC Daugavpils. BFC. Let me just call it BFC. I think that makes it easy for me, for his club. He scored a cheeky goal. They won the game 4-0. That's his 2nd goal of the season. He has also created a few assists so far this season. Wally Fofana. Aliou Fadera, and in Italy, Aliou Fadera made his 4th start for Como in their 2-2 draw against Bologna. Aliou Fadera played about 78 minutes of the game. Zakaria Sao came off the bench and scored for Aris in their 3-0 win. He has now scored 2 goals in his last 3 games. Malcolm Jeng also created an assist for Sirius in the Swedish league. They won 3-2. He was involved in the Sweden under 20, but hopefully, Gambia can convince him to come and represent Gambia at senior level. Jasper Ceesay and Yaya Kali also put in a very good performance for Norrköping in their 1-1 draw. Jasper now have back-to-back starts. In the past, in the past few weeks, he has not been playing a lot. He has been always on the bench or coming off for cameo appearances. So it's good to see him getting back-to-back starts and putting in good performances, because he's somebody, he's been touted for the Gambia national team. So if he plays and he does well, I think there is a spot for him in the Gambia national team, because he's also a very, very good player. So yeah, guys, that was what I had for you guys today. I've been a little bit rusty, after the international break, after the vacation and all whatnot. So you guys have to pardon me for that, but I hope you enjoyed that. If you do, please make sure you smash the like button, and don't forget to subscribe on the Jollof Football Bantaba YouTube channel. There's Champions League football this midweek. There's even some Gambian who will be clashing. There's Bray playing against SK Storm Graz. That is Mahdi Kamara, of course, who we wish will can play for Gambia. Mahdi Kamara will play against SK Storm Graz, where you have ABD Jata, who also is a prospective Gambian international. And then you have Ibrahim Okoli with his club, that is with Seydi Janko, of course, at Young Boys. They play at home to Aston Villa, which will be a very interesting game as well. So yeah, let's watch out for the Champions League, what is gonna happen during the Champions League with Gambian players, guys. So yeah, anyways, guys, that was it. Make sure you like the video, make sure you subscribe to the channel, and until we come your way again, goodbye, guys. Aloha.